Hi, I'm Chris Bergman, and I'm here with the Horsepower Freaks Turbo M3. And what we realized on a lot of these cars is that with the high horsepower that these cars make, and sometimes when tires are used in the rear that are larger than the tires in the front, especially when they expand, the DSC on these cars will sometimes turn back on. And it happens a lot. Sometimes if your turbo car is running 13 pounds of boost or less, like in our stage 1s and 2s, you'll notice that you may not even notice that it comes on. The light will flash and it will pull away power, but it'll be really smooth for you. If you're running our 2.5, 3, or stage 4, you'll notice that that throttle cut that the DSC does is a lot more abusive, and you will actually really feel the power go away. So I'm going to real quickly show you how to easily disable the DSC so that you don't experience this. Alright, so let's go in here. I'm going to show you how this works. It's actually quite simple. Normally our steering wheel's here, it just clips on. And if anybody has any questions, this button is triggers high boost for us. So when we're racing, I'll show you how this works here. This is a real neat steering wheel. It actually always goes on one way. That's it. Steering wheel's on. When you're racing, you press this button and that triggers high boost. To release the steering wheel, you just lift up on that and it's off. So let's talk about the DSC button. What you do to disable DSC before you start the car is you put the key in and you turn it to the on position. You wait for that light to go off like it did. Then you simply hold this DSC button down for 12 seconds. Now this car is an 02, and I believe there may be a slight difference in some of the other model years. So in this case the light stays on. So now it's on. Now we can press the DSC and there's no change. So I'm pressing the DSC button and the light continues to stay on. I've had this happen in other cars where I believe I hold down the DSC and this button, the the tire, and I think in some cars maybe even the DSC and the sport button to simulate the same setup. So if you're doing just the DSC and that light's not staying on, then try holding the DSC and this button or the DSC and this button. Then once the light's on and it's permanent, you know it's not turning off, then you go ahead, you start your car and then drive, and that light will stay on and the DSC will permanently stay off.